ask him if he would be open to. I was looking for more like a filmmaker documentary, something like that, because it is completely truth. Everything that did happen, it won't be like a film that's made up. I want an actual accurate description of what I've been through this last year. But if he would be interested, y'all just shoot me a message. I'm going to hear any ideas that the person would have to help me tell my story, whether it's a book, a film, whatever you feel would be best.
Like I said, the Delulu is real strong and rampant in your room tonight. You actually believe yourself. I truly think you believe yourself. You believe that the life you've been living for the last several years is a good, pure, honest one. And you have no fault in the game, no shame in the game. You think people are going to come to you and offer up their stories and want to be a part of that book, of that documentary of how Tabitha was severely gang-stalked, mistreated, and led from fortune to sitting on a freaking bed crying all day with no money coming in. Boo fucking who? You see, Tabitha, the real story you wouldn't like, because the real story is you sitting on a bed, crying, then laughing, crying, then laughing, and the list goes on and on repeat. Like I said before, the only thing that changes is your zip code. Maybe even your area code if we want to, change up the scenery. Because other than that, it's you, in bed, working on your diamond art, eating your scabs, eating your snot boogers, eating your, I can't even say it without wanting to throw up, curling your hair, letting your dog lick you all over, disgusting, and occasionally see you get up and cook a meal or go outside. But that's it, and those last two are rarities. I have to say, if I was to watch a documentary of your life, so to speak, I couldn't make it through the first 5 minutes without falling asleep. What the real documentary needs to be about is this. Let's first look and see what you had to say, and then I'll tell my thoughts.
Work on it with me, like for both of our benefit, and we could split everything we made. But I feel like it's going to be really big, and if you want to meet with me and see the proof that I have.
Well, first off, I need to put a big warning. People, this woman is known to be dangerous. Heck, it's caught on camera. So, if you do choose to go meet with her, go knowing that you possibly might not leave, at least in one piece. She is a dangerous woman. And as far as the money, I don't know how much money you would really make. I mean, let's be honest here. You might sell a copy or two, but that's about it. Heck, it's not even going to make the amount of money it costs to print it. If you told a story about the actual truth, people might buy it. The actual truth is Scabatha lying, stealing, abandoning her children, lazy, animal abuser, people abuser, definitely bipolar, which she's been diagnosed with, not autistic like she claims, fraud, scammer, taking so long on a diamond painting that, by the way, you'll never win. Even if she picked your name on live, she'd just say somebody else's. Just look behind her on the wall. That's one of her diamond paintings. I believe was part of a raffle that no one got. You see, the story would go on like this. Hi, my name is Tabitha. I'm also known as Hippie Harley. I was living a good life. And then I decided I wanted more for myself. I was a married woman with 2 children, and I didn't want to live that life anymore. I wanted more. I wanted to be an actress. I thought my name would shine so big and bright and be wonderful in Saturday Night Live. So I got wind of a man who was going to be doing a documentary in Slab City. So in order to look the part, I decided to abandon my 2 children, leave, go all the way to California, live in Slab City. Now I would tell people that I lived on the slab. I slept outside. I ate out of dumpsters. It was an awful experience. But in reality, I was staying in an air-conditioned camper, and I was going around assaulting several different men and women, to the point that people feared me at Slab City. So one of the people there decided to create a GoFundMe, and they were able to purchase me a car. And I drove said car halfway across the country and landed in another state. I lived with that person for a short while until I decided to assault her because she tried to take my dog and put it in a crate because my dog, Peter, had actually been tearing up her home and peeing and pooping everywhere because I was too lazy to take that dog out. So when she took my dog, I took control and I shoved her down to the ground, resulting in her having to have surgery. But I'll never admit to that because why would I? There's even an arrest warrant out for me, I believe, but so then I got some other sob story person to believe it, and they moved me in with them. That didn't work out too well either. So while I was on live scamming people, I met the love of my life, G. G had convinced me that I could move there, live in a camper on his land, and we would just fall in love. And we had all kinds of sex talk, and woo. So, even against many people's advice, I got somebody to drive me all the way to G's, 14 hours to be exact, all for him to not answer me. Turns out, he states that he told me several times not to come, but in my twisted mind, in my reality, he was in love with me and we were going to have a pickle business, so I was taking that chance. So now I ended up in Airbnbs and all off the backs of hardworking people such as yourself. And now I was autistic and I forgot how to do simple things like drive a car. Even though I drove half cross country, I forgot how to drive. And I became overwhelmed with anything, littlest tasks. And I got everybody to feel sorry for me. And poor Tabitha. And they were just giving me money left and right. And I was raining in the dough. And I kept hanging on to, I was gang stalked. I was lied upon. Nobody believes that I'm autistic. And my money went from flowing in like the Grand Rapids to dried up like a prune. And so now I'm finding myself, after being in one other home that took me in, her family hated me, so I decided to leave. And now I'm with somebody else. And they just won't quit it. They destroyed my life. So, now I'm asking you all to help me film this film and prove that I was gang stalked. And I'm not sure how the ending would go because I'm nothing but a lying, habitual, scamming fraud artist. Hippie Harley, if you write something like that, maybe, just maybe, it might fly if you actually told the truth. But you and I both know that's not part of your vocabulary. You would never know how to tell the truth. On that note, toodles, baby.